Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Asbell, the Rainforest Gardener, and today I'm going to give you a really good excuse to not take out the trash for once. I'm talking about getting your own free plants and free food. Before you start dumpster diving for your supper, I should probably explain myself a bit better and say that I'm not talking about things that are already in the trash, but things that otherwise would be thrown away like this green onion right here. As long as there are roots, you can plant any onion in the ground just by putting a root first and letting the roots form to grow a new plant. You can grow garlics and shallots this way too, just as long as you take apart the cloves and grow them separately so you get more plants. Another thing that usually gets wasted is a pepper. Now that little part inside the pepper with all the seeds usually gets thrown away, and it's a real shame because they can actually be dried out and planted to form new plants. You also grow things like potatoes. You know when they start getting all those nasty little growths and you throw it away because it just looks kind of weird? Well, just like that science experiment you had back when you were growing up, you can actually root potatoes and sweet potatoes by putting them in water, sphagnum moss, or in the soil, watching the roots form, and then planting them after they've grown. Growing plants from produce is so fun that you might even start buying stuff just to see it grow. You can actually grow ginger like this one right here by putting in a moist sphagnum moss, watching the roots and the green stems form, and then once the roots have formed, you can put it in the soil in the garden. Just be sure to do it in summer so it gets lots of warmth and doesn't rot out. Now these other roots right here are a bit more different, and even though they're normally next to the potatoes in the grocery store, they often get overlooked. What's neat about these is that they actually turn into those big elephant ears that you'd normally find at the garden center, but they're actually right at your grocery store. Okay. Alright, now some of my favorite things to plant are tropical fruit seeds because they're so exotic and fascinating. I bought a neon pink dragon fruit from the grocery store a couple of years ago, planted some of the itty-bitty black seeds and watched them grow to form these cacti, which will soon start forming night-blooming flowers and then new pink fruits of their own. Now, if those dragon fruits are the smallest seeds you can grow from the grocery store, this coconut right here is the biggest. Just cover it halfway with soil in a container and watch it sprout into a big palm tree. It will grow too big before you see any coconuts of your own, but it's a whole lot of fun. Husk coconut like this one is best, but even the ones you normally find without the husk will work just fine. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, keep an eye out for rarities like this big sugar cane right here. Every now and then you can find these at specialty markets or at Latin markets, and if you take them home you can chop off little segments, put them in soil, and then they'll root. If there's anything I want you to learn from this video, it's that gardening is fun. Just garden for the sheer joy of it and don't be afraid of failure. If your plants die, just go to the grocery store, the fridge, or your pantry and start over from scratch. This is Steve Asbell once again reminding you the world is your garden and to go out and have some fun.